doubleheader of Friday Night Football, and like we mentioned in the other broadcast, which was oddly low scoring and kind of tragic if you're a Packers fan. But normally we wouldn't do Friday night games in the final week of the regular season, but we decided that moving forward we're going to do some doubleheaders in the last week of the season. So the Bears just played the Packers a little bit ago. They got their revenge for that Week 1 game. Packers beat them in Week 1. Bears went out there and beat the Packers in that game. They won 10-0 over the Packers. Both those teams go to 9-5. Both of them definitely in the playoffs. Now moving on to this game, we got the Steelers and Ravens. The Steelers are looking for a win because a win gets them the AFC North. The Ravens are looking to win to spoil that because they want to try to win the AFC North too. Because if you win your division, you get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So here's what's going to happen. Here's what needs to happen for the Ravens. They need to win this game. Definitely to win the division. However, if both teams' records are tied at the end of this game, meaning like let's say the Steelers do lose and they go to 9-5 because they're 9-4 right now, and the Ravens win, that would put them at 9-5, so they definitely would be tied. Then the division goes to the team with the better record coming into this game. So that would be the Steelers right now with a 9-4 record. They would win the AFC North. So they can win or lose to win it because the Ravens obviously would tie their record. They don't have the better record coming into this game. The Steelers do. Also, we got we'll just say Splash in the broadcast booth with us tonight, so he'll be kind of saying some things, but here we go. Let's get this game underway. So we got the Ravens and Steelers, and let's talk about a few more things. So a couple differences here for this season. Normally it was 10 weeks during the regular season, then you do the playoffs and determine who goes to the national championship. It's always been called the national championship since 2019 when this league started. However, here's the changes that have been made for this season. Instead of just 10 weeks, it's now 14 weeks. Week 14, the final week of the regular season, is rival week. So whatever the team's rival is, that's who they play. Another change that was made just this past week, there will be a Friday Night Football doubleheader on the final week of the regular season. And instead of just going straight to the playoffs after the regular season ends, we have bowl games like college. So, therefore, the teams that have 6 or more wins that did not get into the playoffs, maybe they just didn't have a good enough record to get in there, they will play their bowl games. The bowl games will be played before the playoff games. So if you're a playoff team, you get a couple bye weeks and extra weeks to prepare for your opponent once you find out who that is. But meanwhile, Boswell is ready to kick this away. He's telling us to stop yapping up here about this, and he does, and here's Hill to return it. And he kneels it.
You know how cool it's going to be if like, the college game, we could take the league that we're in, where we put our own characters in there. We could like get video clips of us in college and like show them as like a backstory.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so we get a look at Lamar Jackson here. So far, home teams are 1-0 here in Rival Week. The Bears got their revenge on the Pack. They said no Pack, no. Let's see if Lamar Jackson and the Ravens can say hashtag Ravens flock. As look at Jackson not afraid to air it out already. Almost throwing a pick, though. As that's incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10. That wasn't even a bad throw. That was just good defense there by the Steelers. So nice job by the Steelers defense. Nice job on the pass by Lamar. It would have been an even better job, though, if he would have caught it. But meanwhile, Mark Andrews wide open. He's still on his feet. Mark Andrews inside the 25. In enemy territory already. And just like we mentioned between the Bears and Packers, the hate is real between Steelers and Ravens fans.
chasing.
Also, some of the Packers fans weren't too pleased after losing that game that they started to throw hot dogs at the referees on the field. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what led them to do that, but you're still going to the playoffs, guys. It's okay. And meanwhile, what was that route by Isaiah Likely?
Indiana forces Game 7.
Nice. Who are they playing?
They're against it's Indiana versus New York right now.
I kind of want New York to win that. I want New York to win that one, and I want Minnesota to win against the Nuggets. Meanwhile, that's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick. He intercepts it. And he's down the sideline. It is a pick six for the Steelers fans. Ravens fans, do not start throwing hot dogs on the field because it's still too early to be getting mad.
I like the New York. Don't get it wrong, but I gotta vote. I gotta go for my guy, the Pacers. Gotta go for my guy Halliburton from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee area. Gotta rep the squad.
Yeah, I want the Knicks to win the Pacers series, and I want the Timberwolves to win the Nuggets. Because if the Timberwolves win, I will have called it. I will have called it if the Timberwolves win.
I want Timberwolves all the way. Timberwolves would be like the best thing ever.
So Boswell to kick this one away after the pick six, and like we mentioned in that Packers broadcast, and even, I don't know if our partner knows this in the broadcast booth. I imagine he does because he watches football, but there's a bad thing and there's a good thing about throwing a pick six. How about we get to the bad thing first? Bad thing about throwing the pick six is you're now down 7-0. But the good thing about throwing the pick six, you get the football right back.
I mean, there's another downside of that too. You gotta think about the confidence and the morale.
Yeah, look at Lamar Jackson. I don't think he cares that he threw that interception last time. He's using his legs. He's like, all right, you guys got interceptions? I have legs. I'm not legless here, and I gotta move my stuff so my dog doesn't lay on it, but... Oh, Lamar lost a yard that time. I'm going to say not a bad idea to take it and run again. Honestly, it didn't look like there was going to be anybody open. Take the ball, run it. Lamar looking for Likely. Likely makes the catch. So
Rio did okay. 50 likes, 1,000 views or something like that.
Like I mentioned before, it's not really going to matter if the Ravens win or lose. As look at Mark Andrews with another catch there. It's not really going to matter if these teams, not just the Ravens, but if these teams win or lose this game, they're definitely going to the playoffs. They have a playoff berth. But obviously a win heading into the playoffs is going to build you some momentum. These teams could tie, and they're still going to go to the playoffs. As look at Lamar Jackson here. He's going to go for J.K. Dobbins. He can't make the catch. Great defense there. 50 should be flagged, though, because that was kind of unnecessary, but we're going to continue on.
My reel got almost 3,000 views.
Nice. I didn't post my predictions for week 1 today, because I'm not done with week 1 yet. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
I wish I could see the views. See how many.
I know, they should still show them. Why can't you see some of the views you get?
I mean, you can I like how you can on, TikTok.
Even on TikTok you can't. So that's incomplete, brings up 4th and 10. Even on TikTok you can't really, because, I
mean, I can. It lets me, if I click on it, it'll literally show me everyone that saw it.
See, I can only see so many people that saw it. Alright, so it's 4th and 10. Lamar's going to go for it. Oh, he almost had that! Nelson Aguilar almost had that catch. And instead, it's 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Tomlin and Rudolph are talking. Tomlin's talking. Mason Rudolph is in the game. More than likely one of his last seasons here on the Steelers. That is caught. George Pickens.
Now,
And the Ravens got to be careful because the Steelers, they're having a great year, and they have been known to blow out their opponents. They blew out the Packers a couple weeks ago, 54-16, I believe was the final score of that game. They are not something to mess with. They got to the AFC Championship last season as Rudolph's going to get sacked by Clowney. But they got to the AFC Championship last season, and Kenny Pickett turned into Kenny Darnett because he made a whack call that resulted in sending Houston to the championship as Pickens couldn't catch it, brings up 4th and 19. Instead of just kneeling it and winning the game and going on to the national championship, Kenny Pickett opted to pass it, and guess what? Threw a game-losing pick six. Mike was not too pleased after that. He said that, he was disappointed that Kenny would do something like that, and that he doesn't condone it, and that was unnecessary. But he also said that he wasn't going to bench him over it or get rid of his QB1 because he didn't feel like that was necessary. I mean, mistakes happen sometimes. That was a big mistake, but, mistakes happen. He did something that wasn't great. You just kneel it and win the game. You don't have to throw the ball and try to run out the clock. Jackson got shoved back. He's going to lose some yards that time. Fun fact, the Texans are going to have the 1 seed regardless of what happens. They've clinched the number 1 seed because they're 13-0. Even if they were to lose on Sunday against the Jets, they definitely have the 1 seed clinched. Intercepted again. Like we said, the hate is real between these two teams, and if you're a Ravens fan right now, you're probably not too pleased with the outcome of this game. What do you think about that, Splash? Is that accurate as we come to the end of the first here?
I would say so, but I mean, there's still a lot of time for them to come back and both teams to be competitive.
Exactly. It's not called rivalry week for no reason.
As he once said, I did my dance one time on TikTok and went viral with it.
Oh, look at Mason Rudolph! He's using his legs and he picks up a first down, taking a really rough hit while doing it. Tomorrow night on Saturday Night Football, it is an NFC West rivalry between the 49ers and Seahawks on Saturday Night Football. Be sure to tune in for that. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on FoxTube TV. All right, so both quarterbacks kind of are playing mid right now. And the reason why I say that is because Lamar started the game off with an excellent drive through through a pick six. And Rudolph hasn't done anything with the football so far. Going for foul mouth. He got the touchdown, but we'll have to make sure. As of right now, that is a touchdown for the Steelers, and the Steelers have scored more points than the Bears and Packers combined in this game. Wow, look at that touchdown. Did you see that splash? That's an insane touchdown.
What's the score right now?
14-0 if they make this. Which they did. We might have to do Friday night doubleheaders sometime during the middle of the season, too. This is kind of fun. Alright, we'll have to see what the Ravens can do. Last time the Ravens appeared in a championship game, Lamar Jackson was not the QB. The Ravens... Oh, that's caught! Mark Andrews with a catch!
Harrison Butker. That is something else.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna get a job back in the NFL now. I mean, I'll take him as the Packers dude. I mean, we never have any good kickers. You saw what happened to the last dude? He was a rookie and missed like half of his kicks.
You guys need Mason Crosby. I'm not gonna lie.
He started to sell at the end of the season, and he's basically retired now. He just kind of like helps around with the Jets and stays by Aaron. But I really need...
Dang, did Rodgers take everybody from you guys?
Yep, and they took Braylon Allen, who I said was that running back from Wisconsin I really wanted. He got signed at the Jets. They said he's the first player born in 2004 in the NFL. So he probably grew up watching the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. And now he gets to go play with them.
Yeah. Assuming that Rodgers' other Achilles doesn't do the funniest thing possible at the start of the season.
Yeah, Loki, like, he needs to get season-ending injury and just, like, retire.
I think...
no way he can keep playing much more. It's gonna start hurting.
Pass to Mark Andrews! Oh, splash, look at this. They're driving towards the end zone. And it only took them being down 14-0.
Is it about time they get one?
We'll have to see. Jackson gonna use his legs. Lamar gets in with his legs. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens.
About time. Goddamn, I just went on my big tiger around.
And Tucker's kick is good, and it's 14-7. This is the thing about Harrison Butker. I don't think the Chiefs are going to cut him. I mean...
They did.
No, they didn't.
Pretty sure that they didn't? I saw something say they did.
No, it would say if they did. It was probably a satire thing you saw.
Is Jersey like up there in the jersey sales right now too?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I thought they kicked him off.
We'll talk more about that situation when we're not on live, though.
I thought they released them. I saw like a couple of different things that's like they released them. I'm like, oh.
Believe me, if it wouldn't be fair if they haven't released Rashid to release him.
Yeah, that's what I saw a lot of stuff about.
Like if they're not gonna release Rashid for doing something kind of dumb, probably dumber, in my opinion, 100%. Then it's not really fair to release Harrison for that.
And that's what I saw too. I saw like on the comments under that video, it's like there's these people going around beating their wives, girlfriends, getting in car crashes, speeding, all this, and they're like, and they get away with it, but this guy says something on a speech.
Yeah.
Job is in question.
Here's the thing. They're signed. Actually, let's just talk more about this after the stream because I don't want to get like, I don't want to like get viewers and then start like World War III in the comments. So let's do that after. But
I get it wasn't good, but it could have been a lot worse. But I mean, it's fine.
Also, guess what? The Ravens have just forced the Steelers to punt.
Wow.
So they have an opportunity to tie this game. It's not going to be in the first half, though. Oh, why did you call fair catch there, Doonervay? I would have returned that. You could have got a kick return touchdown. All right, we're just going to skip halftime and go right to quarter number 3. none of our dudes are awake at 11:22 at night, so apparently. Here's Tucker. I'm not gonna lie, when Kansas City played the Ravens in the AFC Championship, I kind of agree with people. I don't think it was like cool for like Mahomes and Kelsey to like throw Tucker's stuff around.
Oh yeah.
Like I think like like they could have at least asked him to move it, or just went and practiced somewhere else. There's a whole field. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Also, the Steelers got the football back, and Mason Rudolph just rushed for a first down. Ravens should have deferred. They should have kicked that ball off. Oh! Rudolph almost threw an interception. So, what did you think of my predictions for the first 3 games of the season? Almost threw another interception. Rudolph gets sacked. Clowney again. Okay, so the Ravens get the ball back, and we see Lamar do what they did on their last drive. Here's Jackson. Throwing across the field, back across the field to the left side, incomplete.
No good.
This game is close, just like that Green Bay-Chicago game. Sorry, Packers fans, if that is giving you PTSD, but we gotta bring it up because this game is close. That is intercepted. He hurdled or laterals it back to another guy to avoid being knocked out of bounds, and that brings it up 1st and 10 at the opponent 45. Best thing Ravens can do here is stop them and then try to get down the field and score a touchdown. It is knocked away. Great defense by Smith there. That is intercepted. And now both teams have thrown a pick 6 in this game.
Ooh.
The Ravens are an extra point away from tying this one up.
What did I say?
Also, what is number 10 doing? That is crazy. I'm not going to lie. Here's Tucker on for the extra point. He ties the game up. Pittsburgh probably isn't really going to care because, like we said, they're winning the division no matter what. But the Ravens are showing that they don't want to be 8-6 on the regular season. To wrap it up. Yeah, that was a big return there for the Steelers, but wrapped up at his own 31. And that is caught at the 41. Nice play Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I miss Juju on the Steelers.
I forgot he's at Pittsburgh. Alright, I forgot Juju got leaked too.
Quick
That was a
pass
fun
over.
crazy time. I forgot, bro. Juju got leaked
When did that happen?
a couple weeks ago, a month or two ago. It was
Juju, what you
over the
sending,
news.
man?
He took a selfie in the car. Oh god, that was something.
Bro advertised a little too much.
Yeah.
Nice play there by the Steelers. This should set up a field goal. I'm taking the field goal if I'm the Steelers. Oh, they're going to go for it. And this isn't exactly wrong either, because 4th and 5 or less, the stats say to go for it. So they're going to go for it. Quick pass. Oh, what was Rudolph throwing there? That's a turnover on downs when you could have just taken the field goal and went up by 3. They have the defense to stop the Ravens. That was almost caught by Mark Andrews, instead incomplete. Now Jackson looking. He's got Andrews that time. Dang, it took the Ravens 12 years to win the AFC again. They won it in 2000, and then they didn't win it again until 2012. Here's Lamar. He's out of bounds at the opponent 38. 2nd and 3 it brings up. However, that also stops the clock, too. Yeah, I am like the sport radio for console games. Here's
Someone comment to that?
Yeah, here's Dobbins. And taken down at the 24, and obviously picks up the first down there. This game is getting intense. Final game of the regular season. Both teams kind of showing they don't want to lose, but right now the Steelers need to get it going here. Lamar Jackson using his legs. He's good at that. He's going to pick up the first down and takes it inside the 10. And that's going to end the third quarter. So we're all tied here. And it just seems... this game seems crazy because... yes, there will be Monster Jam soon. Haven't had the time because I've been busy with the other sports games, so there will be more Monster Jam soon, and I cannot wait for that new game to come out. But anyways, oh, and also MLB starts next Friday, so we'll be doing that. And we got some college football games coming up this summer. We're gonna get that game too.
You're
But
getting it?
definitely. But anyways, Lamar and the Ravens, 1st and goal at the opponent 8. Lamar's going to use his legs again. And how about this for another touchdown? The Ravens were down 14-0 and have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that should be a penalty, despite that kick being good. I mean, on PATs, if a penalty is thrown for that, it's going to be good either way. However, if that would have been a field goal and the penalty was thrown, that'd be an automatic first down right there. So, Steelers might want to be careful, but here's Tucker to kick it away. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Or, I'm not sure if... but, I appreciate it either way. Alright, so Rudolph fires for Foulmouth, and it's incomplete. Fire it deep and incomplete. Rudolph and the Steelers got to get it together. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Now they find themselves down 21-14 with 5:40 to go here in the fourth. Airing it out. That is caught. It's going to go for a touchdown. The Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game up. Deontay Johnson. And here they go for the extra point. Oh, they're going to flip it to the kicker. Looks like they're going for extra 2 points. They get it.
Well, I don't know. They made a couple versions of the trailer. Because I'm looking at TikTok. And this version of the trailer has everyone with different numbers. They have different players doing the celebrations.
Interesting.
It's kind of weird.
Boswell kicks this one away, but can we talk about that? Getting the touchdown, going for 2 to take the lead and potentially win this game? Even if they wouldn't have got that, they could have got the ball back and got a field goal to win it. Now, it's the same scenario for the Ravens. They just need a field goal to win this game. Incomplete, intended for Mark Andrews. Jackson using his legs. Gets the first down. No need to hurry up here because you want to run as much time off this clock as possible if you're the Ravens. Run as much time off, call the timeout, kick the game-winning field goal. Lamar fires. That is caught. Oh, I can't remember his name. Zay Flowers. Yep, that's his name. That's caught by Zay Flowers.
Wait.
Jackson using his legs again. This time going to get stopped 6 yards shy of the line to gain.
Wait, bro. I think there might be ski masks in the college game. Looks like you could wear a mask under your helmet.
Nice. Jackson using his legs again. Jackson on the run. He's going to run out of bounds to avoid the hit in field goal range, ironically. Jackson going. Isaiah likely makes the catch, and wow, what a hit that was by the defense.
College football.
These quarterbacks are having a throwout right now. And why did you run that way, Lamar? You had an opening right up the middle. That's a touchdown if you take that. Second and goal. And Hill, Justice Hill, stopped and loses a yard. I think you got to go to the air here. Jackson uses his legs. Third rushing touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Game is gonna be fire, bro.
He's going to use his legs and get a 2-point conversion, too. So now the game will be tied if the Steelers score a touchdown. An extra point. Or will they go for the 2 again to take the lead? There's Tucker. Kicking that one away. Here's the return. And nice return there to his own 30. Ooh, Steelers player is injured on the return there. Have to see what's going on with him. That would be insane, I'm not going to lie. Technically, after it goes 10 yards, the other team can quote-unquote intercept it and take the ball.
That's just a recovery.
Deontay Johnson, he got the touchdown last time, getting hit that time, but picks up the first down. That's the 2-minute warning.
That's gonna be a bad thing too for the game because you can't. If you lose like one game in the regular season, you're like out the playoffs. Every team in there's like undefeated.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun to see.
And he dropped that. That was intended for Deontay Johnson. Like we said, the Steelers have the AFC North clinched. But the Ravens can build some momentum heading into the playoffs with a win here tonight. Incomplete. Intended for George Pickens. Ironically guarded by number 14. And they left Deontay Johnson wide open. He's going to get another touchdown. And this game is an extra point away from being tied up. Now, I think you just take the field or the PAT here. And they're going to because they don't want to go up by 2 and then lose at the last second, right? So they want to at least guarantee overtime. If the Ravens do score. Justice is not going to return this. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 25 for the Ravens. I tell you what, Splash. The Ravens have stepped it up in this game. Lamar Jackson, 3 rushing touchdowns with his legs. You kidding me? And throws it at the ground there. He realizes he couldn't run that time.
This is gonna be a close game, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, we might get some overtime. This would be the first overtime game of rivalry week.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Throwing it for Mark Andrews, incomplete. I'm telling you what, though, if you get to 4th down here, punt the ball. Do not risk anything. You have the game tied. But now that the Steelers are building momentum, you gotta score. Jackson fighting for it. It is 4th and 2. I said punt the ball, but I don't know if I'm punting on 4th and 2. Especially with a shot to try to get it and keep the ball and maybe send it to overtime. Here we go. Dobbins gets it. He gets the first down. And Justin Tucker just needs the Ravens to get to the 47-yard line. And he can kick it. That would be the 47-yard line on the other side of the 50. And Lamar got hit. Loses a yard there. They're going to use a timeout because they're going to try to get Tucker into field goal range. And complete. I think at this point, send it to overtime. Hit. And that's going to bring up 4th and 14. Ravens call another timeout. You're going to get some more in overtime anyway. But I'm telling you what, I'm punting here to make sure the game goes to overtime. I'm not going for it and risking not converting it and giving the Steelers a field goal. They're going to have to earn this one. 13 seconds. Dare we mention what happened last time 13 seconds existed on the clock? Incomplete. I don't even know what that throw was. That was about as good as me and blueberries. Rudolph trying to get his team in field goal range. No! No way! He almost had that. He almost had that. That would have
I'll be
been
back.
that would have been close.
I'm gonna watch this live. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. 3 seconds left. This is going to overtime. I don't even know why we're attempting this right now. Yep, he's down. It's going to overtime. How about that? An overtime game between the Steelers and Ravens in the final week of the regular season. Can't get any better than that. We did mention that the Bears finally beat the Packers in the game earlier tonight. The Packers were not too happy losing 10-0 to the Bears, that they threw hot dogs at the referees on the field. So hopefully there's a little less hot dog throwing on here, and hopefully, the fans look at each other, be like, hey, good game, there's nothing to gain or lose here because we're both going to the playoffs. Let's just get our revenge there. And off we go in overtime. Can Jackson and the Ravens do it? Or will it be the Steelers? Steelers looking to be the first team to 10 wins. At least this week. Oh! Lamar gets sacked. This game can tie, too. It can tie. A team can win it. I believe all the teams need is a field goal to win. Third and 5. Lamar is hit. It brings up 4th and 10. This is going to be a punt here. No, they're going to go for it. It is caught. The Ravens went for it on 4th down, and that is kind of the most whack, crazy thing I've seen ever. It's whack, it's crazy, it's strange, it's everything. Oh, that's tipped, almost intercepted, and caught. Don't get to see that every day. The Steelers trying not to blow it. The Ravens trying not to blow it as well. And it's 4th down and 15 again. We'll see what they do again. Will they do another fake punt? Looks like they're going to try it again. He got rid of it in time, and where did that guy go? It's dropped, and now they need a sack to stay alive in this game. A sack or an interception. Going deep, knocked away. They should have punted that ball. Intercepted! The Ravens have taken it away from the Steelers. And it's not every day you get lucky like that. So if you get to 4th down, punt the ball this time. He got rid of it. Mark Andrews caught it. Trying to get it into the 47. And does. Next score does win. Steelers trying to make sure that if they don't score, the Ravens don't. Rashad Bateman hauls it in. This drives Baltimore into field goal range. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Those aren't too good of play calls, Coach. We can't run the ball every time. As you can hear, some of the strategy by Lamar Jackson going to the right. Oh, he almost caught that. If he would have caught that deflection, that was a touchdown right there. And that game was over. That was crazy. This game is just something else right now. Fitzpatrick hauls it in. Rudolph airing it out, knocked away. I'm not gonna lie, he was open at the time. I would take that shot too. Take that shot. If nobody's around him, that's a walk into the end zone. And it's an easier walk into the end zone than being back on your own side of the field. 3rd down and 10, though. You got to imagine that. If they don't convert here, they're going to try probably to do what the Ravens did. Just getting to that time in the game. Another quick pass, knocked away. No, he caught it, but it was out of bounds. And the Ravens call a timeout here. They know either way they're going to get the ball, no matter what the Steelers decide to do here. Well, unless if the Steelers convert it, which they're going to go for it. No! Nowhere near close. And now this is where your run strategy comes into play, because you can just run as much time off the clock, call your last timeout, kick this field goal, and end this thing. Nope, they called their last timeout now. That's a little interesting. And now the Steelers have called a timeout. I think Coach is telling them to just take the field goal here. That's what it sounds like. Oh, wait a minute. They could just take the field goal, or they could just throw it to an offensive lineman. I'm telling you what, if they didn't take the field goal last time, not sure why you would take it this close. I guess because maybe it's a cheap shot, but at the same time. Oh, and they can't get it clocked in time. And I know Madden sometimes lets you play in extra overtime. It does. We're going to double overtime. Let's see. You're still too close to... I think if you get sacked or to 4th down, then you can take it. Unless if you're still this close. To Justice Hill. Here's Lamar. Good night. The Ravens win this game. 35-29 the final. And they do it in double overtime against their AFC North rival, but the Steelers can still celebrate because they are AFC North champions, and they get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. What started off as a 14-0 lead turned into a 29-29 game and turned into a 35-29 victory in double overtime. And with that, we say so long. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for Saturday Night Football right here on FoxTube TV and some of the other games tomorrow. Until then, so long, everybody. 35-29 the final in double overtime here in Baltimore.